Welcome back, and this is the last video in Module 5. And in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the statistics that I'm getting from the tracking links in Leadsleep and what we can do with that information. And this is the first time I've actually set up tracking links in Leadsleep. I've tracked before, but never in Leadsleep before. And I'm really blown away with the amount of information it gives you. So I have a mentor and he says, men lie, women lie, but statistics don't lie. And that's it. I mean, in a nutshell, that's it. I cannot manipulate these statistics. It is what it is. And the way you convert that into information that you can do something with is very important. Now, what this is going to show you is a number of different things. One, it's going to show you which of the 6 sites that we're using is generating the most interest. Now, why would you want to know that? Well, if you're going to be spending credits or even money, then you want to know where to direct your advertising spend. So if one of the sites, for example, is bringing absolutely 0 traffic, it might be that you want to drop it and bring in another one in its place. On top of that, you are also able to see which advert within each site is bringing you in the most traffic. And that's really important because, again, your ad spend doesn't want to go onto an ad that doesn't bring you any money or any visitors, and visitors equals money. So those 2 pieces of information just by itself are essential to know, but there's a third piece of information which I'm going to show you in a moment, which is absolutely mind-boggling. And I'm going to go through each of the 6 sites and show you my thoughts on this. And if you've done what I've done up to this point, you should be getting something similar. Now, I've only just set up the list building club tracking links, and I'm still waiting for the ads to be approved. So that's why here, for example, it's all 0. So it's not really right at this time, it's not fair to even bring that into the conversation. So let's look at the other 5. So as we scroll down, we're going to look at each ad, and over the last 7 days, you can see how much Viral Mailer for You has brought in. And let's look at the real statistics. So this is the total amount of clicks, unique clicks, but this is what's considered real. And I would consider this the best piece of information. So Viral Mailer for You brought me in 80 real clicks. Free Advertising for You brought me in 206 real clicks. Hungry for Hits brought me in 96. Leadsleep brought me 71. And Infinity Traffic Boost brought me in 311. So the winner on actual real hits to my page is Infinity Traffic Boost. And it's always been one of my favorite sources of traffic. So Infinity Traffic Boost is number 1. Free Advertising for You is number 2. Hungry for Hits is number 3. And Viral Mailer for You is number 4 at the moment. And surprisingly, Leadsleep is last with 71. And I'm really shocked with that because I actually thought Leadsleep would bring me in a lot more. But as I said, statistics don't lie. However, look at the response from Viral Mailer for You, 0. The response from Faffy, which is Free Advertising for You, 4. The response from Hungry for Hits, 1. The response from Leadsleep is 3. So even though it had a lot less traffic, it actually statistically brought me in more direct traffic, more response than any of the others so far. But again, look at ITB, look at Infinity Traffic Boost. 14 out of the 311. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm very disappointed with this. I thought I would get a much higher response than this. And it could be for a number of reasons. Number one, it could be, as I touched on the other day, it generally takes about 7 to 12 touches before people start to take action. And this is our first touch. We've only done one set of adverts. We've only reached out one time. And I haven't been advertising on any of these platforms for a while. So it could be that a lot of the members are not used to seeing me and my adverts. And it might be that if I continue doing the ads every single day, updating them all the time, putting new ads in, that eventually people will start to see my face and start to see my style, and that they might start to come over to me a little bit more, because people like to do business with people they like and trust. And if it's the first time they've seen me, they have no reason to like or trust me. But if it's the 40th time they've seen me, they go, hey, this guy seems to be really serious about marketing and advertising. Maybe we should take a look. So that could be one reason. The other reason could be, hey, maybe just my ads just suck. I'm not a graphic designer. And, you know, I like what I like, but maybe other people don't like it. So maybe it's time to start swapping out my ad images to see if I can get a better response. And once I've done that, it could be that maybe I need to start looking at my landing page. And once I've done that, I might need to look at and say, hey, do people actually want free credits? Because it might be they don't. I don't know why you wouldn't want free credits, but maybe that's not the driving factor behind a lot of people. For me, I love free credit because it gives me loads and loads of advertising. But some people might not want. Maybe lead generation is a better idea. Maybe traffic is a better idea. And the only way you'll find out which one works is by testing and trying it over time. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, as I said, I am disappointed it hasn't brought me in as much as I thought it would do. Not even 1%, which is sad. But this is great feedback. Now, here's what I'm going to show you that's going to absolutely blow you away. And I'm going to start with Viral Mailer for You. If you go to this little tab here, which is the 4th tab in, and you click on that, a drop-down box will open, and it'll give you your traffic details over the last 7 days. And you can change that to say, you know, over the last month, over the last 14 days, or the past 24 hours. So you can see what's happening. And you'll see this with all of the ads, I think, is that there's an initial boost, and then it slowly starts to drop off. So what you can do is every couple of days, keep revamping your ad or reposting it again. So this is valuable information. Down here, it shows you how much people are actually looking at the ad. So there's 30 people here, didn't even look at it for 1 second. 33 people, not even 1 second. So the page opened and they went somewhere else straight away. And you can see down here, there's 10 people and 1 person have looked at it for 10 seconds or more. So it might be that my image is not attractive enough to them. Or it could be that it only takes them 5 to 10 seconds to fill out the form and then go. But remember, and this is really important, remember that most of the people on traffic exchanges are clicking for credits, which is, for me, is an insanity, because if you get my system working properly and you watch the videos and you watch get the Traffic Explosion book, you can get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, if not millions. I got 39 million free credits with free advertising for you. So it's insane that people are clicking. What a waste of time. So stop clicking, download my stuff, and then you can get thousands of free credits. Now this is really important. Where do you want to put your money? On solo ads or in the 125 banner? So the solo ads brought me in 74 hits, 52 real ones. So maybe someone looks at them twice. The footer's not bad, but the 468 banner, the showcase, which is, I haven't explained that to you yet, and the 125 banner, kind of not worthy of it in Viral Mailer for you. So I might want to drop these in the future and just focus on these two. Do you think this is good information? Like if you're buying banners, do you think you go, well, I only had 3 people, 2 people, 2 people, but this one gave me 52 people. I'm going to spend more on solo ads. And then this is insane. And I'll talk about this a little bit more in a moment. But it gives you a breakdown of the countries. And I'm really shocked. I am really shocked that the United States of America and the United Kingdom of Great Britain, which is where I come from, are so high. Canada, Italy, Hungary, Europe, Poland. Look at all these people. I'm so surprised that these countries are way up, because I don't think this would have happened a few years ago, which shows that the economy is changing. A few years ago, it would have been all Nigeria, all India, and all those type of countries, and all the Philippines and other lower paid income countries looking for ways to create money. And I'm shocked to see that United States of America is the number one. And that tells me a lot about what's happening in America right now. So hold that thought, because I'm going to come back to it in a moment. But do you find this valuable information? Because I do. And you can go through every one. If we go down to free advertising for you now and take a look, you'll see similar statistics. There's the initial bump and then a little drop off. You see which the text link here is working in free advertising for you. In fact, actually, free advertising for you is pretty responsive all over. And again, United States of America and Great Britain and Canada are the 3 top countries. And this is really surprising for me. But hold that thought. So scrolling down again, look at all the different countries that are being hit by these countries. Insane. Now let's look at Hungry for Hits. And this might be a little bit of a longer video, but I think it's deserving. So look what happened to Hungry for Hits. So my credits ran out, I guess, and I've got to go back and put some more credits in because it's flatlined here. But look at the initial bump. And again, this all came from the website advert on Hungry for Hips. It didn't come from any other of the sources. So if I'm going to go back and spend money in Hungry for Hits, guess where I'm going to put it? And again, look at the top 2 countries. This is insane for me. Italy's up there as well. I would expect to see India and the Philippines, but Australia I wouldn't expect to see. So this is really surprising for me. I am really surprised, and it's taken my breath away, and interesting information. Let's go to Leeds League. You're going to see a similar thing. You're going to see a bump. Oh, there's a second bump there. That's cool, kind of cool. And people are look, I'm getting longer views on Leeds League, which is maybe why I'm getting higher responses as well. So all of this came direct from Leeds League. I think this was me testing. And again, United States is top. And United Kingdom is so close to the top. It's shocking for me. But it's not shocking that that it's there. It's by how much it's there. So let's go down to Infinity Traffic Boost, which is clearly the winner in response. And again, you'll see an initial boost, and then it drops off a little bit, a slight bounce, and it's dropping off, dropping off, dropping off. So I'm going to go back into Infinity Traffic Boost. I'm going to renew the ad and boost it again. But people are there up for 1 minute, which is insane. And here is, this is super cool. And this is my experience of Infinity Traffic Boost since I joined nearly 6 years ago, is that the Infinity Traffic Boost page will always bring in more traffic. I probably won't even bother with the banners anymore and ignore this. This was the first day we set up, if you remember, in the advert. And one thing I do know in Infinity Traffic Boost is there is a huge Nigerian team. So it doesn't surprise me that this is the case. But look again, America and UK, Canada right near the top. So this is very interesting. Even Germany's involved in this. But look how many countries are involved in ITB. It's it's crazy. So what do we make of all this information? Well, number one, it tells you which is the site I think you should be leaning on the most. Clearly, on this first batch or blast of ads, it's Infinity Traffic Boost. And it might be different for you. So go by your figures, go by your numbers, and see what's happening. And if you want to send them to me, I'd love to get feedback and see how you are doing. So on this first boost right now, Infinity Traffic Boost is winning, and the page is the winner of everything. So I went to Perplexity, which is an AI tool, and it has direct access to the internet. And it's a little bit different the way it works than ChatGPT or Claude.ai. So I asked it, I'm working with traffic exchanges, and as I place each advert, I create a tracking link on Leadsleep. Not only does it show me which site brings the most response, it also shows me which ad from each site brings me the most traffic. It also shows me which country is the most responsive in the following manner as an example. And then I copied the information from Infinity Traffic Boost in its entirety. And then I said, kindly analyze, spelled wrong, this and give me your thoughts and recommendations. And it did so. So it gave me a little table, little chart of the top performing countries. United States with 48 visits, conversion rate 2%. United Kingdom, 16 visits, 12% conversion rate. Philippines, 12 visits, 9% conversion rate. Nigeria, 80 visits, 3.75. And the Netherlands, wow, the Netherlands had a 33% conversion rate. So I might want to start really thinking about how I'm going to promote to these countries, because that's where a lot of my traffic is coming from. So it also told me the low performing countries, Yemen, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, very low or no conversions despite some visits. This suggests that the ad may not resonate with the audience in these regions. I might not want to advertise there at all. Why spend money to people that don't want to hear from me? So recommendations, focus on high conversion regions, analyze ad content. This is what I was talking about earlier. Review the content of the ads that are performing well in the UK and Netherlands. Identify common themes or messaging that could be replicated in other markets. Test different approaches, is what I was saying. Maybe I need to swap out the ads. Maybe I need to look at the landing page. Maybe I need to offer a different product. And then utilize the tracking features a bit more, expand targeting, monitor, and adjust. Good information or good information? Now I have a list of the most responsive countries. What can I do to create more interest and response from a specific country? Please give me 10 ideas I can implement into a strategy. So it says, here's 10 different ideas. Localize your ads. Leverage local influencers and partnerships. Is it possible I could connect up with people who live in these countries and ask them to promote it on our behalf? Do a JV with them, a joint venture? Interesting. Optimize for local search. Engage in local communities. So could I go to American communities where people are trying to make money and go into those Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups or whatever groups and start talking about what I'm doing? And you might think this is a lot of work. Hey, it is a lot of work. Being successful is a lot of work. I've said this many times before. Being successful is not sexy. It's about doing the same thing over and over again and being prepared to do what everyone else won't do. And when you do what other people won't do, you're going to have what other people can't have. So yes, it's a lot of work. But I tell you what's a lot of work. Going to work 9 to 5 for 40 years for minimum wage. That's also a lot of work. So what would you recommend when it comes to making country-specific lead magnets, such as, for example, 9 websites to generate passive income in Nigeria? If I posted that in Infinity Traffic Boost, do you think, and I know there's a huge group in Infinity Traffic Boost because I'm very good friends with Clinton, who's one of the co-founders of Infinity Traffic Boost, and he and I talk about Nigeria a lot because it's a huge group. Do you think if I put that huge group might want to know more about that, because I think they would. So that's something you might want to consider. And then it gave me some information about this. So do you see how I'm using AI to give me really cool information to think about? And what I like about Perplexity is it gives me other questions. What are some unique lead magnet ideas for Nigeria? Let's click on that and see what it says. Localized ebooks. The ultimate guide to starting a business in Nigeria. Checking for navigating Nigerian tax regulations. Business plan templates for Nigerian startups. This is so flipping cool. It blows my mind. And I hope right now you're going, aha, I've had an idea of maybe some of the things I could start promoting in Infinity Traffic Boost, or the top performing countries in your 6 websites. Is that cool or is that cool? Because I think it's super cool. Okay, so we've done our first batch of advertising, and now it's rinse and repeat. I'm not going to show you how to do this again and again and again. I think you're smart enough if you're on module 5 to know that when your ad expires, you need to renew it. When your ad brings you in nothing, you might need to update the image. You might need to change the word on the image. You might need to change the wording on the landing page. You might need to change the image on the landing page, or you might need to change the product. As I said, maybe people don't want free credits. Maybe they like working hard and clicking. I don't know. Maybe they want something else. And the only way you'll know is by testing. And in the bonus section, remind me to do this. In the bonus section, I'm going to show you a little trick that where you can ask your audiences what it is that they want before they get your lead magnet. Okay, so I hope this has really excited you. We've placed our adverts, we've got some response, we've got some incredible data. We've asked AI to help us and give us some ideas about moving forward. And you see how I'm using AI to give me information and data and ideas. I'm not asking AI to write the post for me and then copy and paste. And then what I might do is go back and say, okay, can you give me an outline to the ultimate guide to starting a business online in Nigeria? That might be cool. So there you go. We have come to the end of module 5. I hope you've had a great module. I hope you really enjoyed this and that you're getting results. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing, what obstacles you've got, what highs you've got, what lows you've got, what's working for you, what's not working for you. And the more we can swap ideas and help each other, the better. I will see you in module 6. Until then, I wish you every success.